Welcome to Quipu TV's coverage of Scottish Hockey's Indoor League Grand Finals Gala Day at Bell Sports Centre in Perth. I'm David Holmes. Coming up, the women's grand final between Milne Craig Clydesdale Western versus Dundee Wanderers. This coverage of this match is brought to you in association with Chartered Accountants Milne Craig, Prosperity Financial Services and Subway, the sandwich chain. So we're just about to start this match. What can you tell us about Clydesdale Western?
Well, Clydesdale were a force to be reckoned with all during the 90s, really were Scotland's top club, but have struggled to make an impact indoors since then because Bonnegrass Grove took over the mantle of champions before demitting it to Wanderers. However, they still have very experienced players in their ranks. Helen Walker is a wonderful player and has played for Scotland for many, many times. Now an ex-internationalist, but knows the game inside out. Nikki Cochran, the goalkeeper, is a GB under-21 player, an Edinburgh University student who is really quite a prospect in the making. They also have promoted several players from their second team who have come up now that their second division is finished. So they are at full strength and looking forward to challenging for this.
So this game off to quite a fast start, but it's Wanderers with a free hit about halfway into the western half.
Wow.
And that was some flick going just wide of Cochran's goal.
Off the post virtually, but very, very strong, but a breakaway by Western.
So Fiona Bruce just unable to control that ball up. So the ball now back with Wanderers.
Sam Sangster and Becky Ward moving the ball around as they normally do from the back.
Cut up by
Susan
Becky
McGilvery.
Ward. McGilvery on the ball now.
Yeah, who's driving up the left board but comes unstuck. And Vicky Bunce is on the attack. Heather Elder, slight lift of the ball to Heather Elder. So a free hit to Helen Walker.
Just conferring where the exact spot should be. And we're back up and play again.
Ball slid up the board. Ward on the ball and retrieves it. And breaks free. Good pass to Heather Elder, who slides the ball. Back to Ward, over to Sangster. Missed trap there, but no one there. Becky Ward on the ball again. And almost to Vicky Bunce. Should be 2-on-1. Goes wide with Bunce, so unfortunate there. Susan McGilvery to Helen Walker. Western playing the ball round at the back. And comes off Heather Elder for a free hit to Western. Sangster on the attack up the right board, slides it to Elder, but it's missed. And it's trapped in the corner for a
free hit to Wanderers.
Yes, Wanderers on the ball. With Becky Ward at the moment building the attack. Oh, penalty corner awarded for the ball being lifted. Went in the goal, but from outside the circle. The first penalty corner of the game will be injected by Ward. Western are questioning the award. Time stopped to allow Western players to put on their face masks in preparation for the defence.
Becky Ward still questioning her decision. Time back on.
Ward to Elder going to do a stick stop, and Bunce ready to pounce. Nope. Well blocked by Cochrane, and the ball is back for a Western hit out. Oh, an excellent attack by Western up the right-hand board, but Dow slides in to foil the run up into the corner. Change of personnel with Bunce and Elder going off, and Rachel Osborne and youngster Charlotte Watson getting her first touch of the ball. And she picks it up, she steals it from Susan McGilvery, goes into the D. Ball comes out again, no way through. Ward to Sangster, usual pattern at the back. Watson creates another corner, well done the youngster. However, it will be a change of line-up at the top of the D with Bunce on the bench at the moment, taking a break. Nothing happening as the teams prepare for this corner to be taken. And it will be Ward taking it from the opposite side of the goal, coming in from the right this time. Ward to Sangster. Oh, deflected in but saved by Cochrane at the post, and it's in Western's possession yet again. Helen Walker over the ball. Pass to Edie. A free hit to Wanderers. Back to Ward. Build-up play going on again. A long ball through into the corner, but no one there to pick it up. Both teams really sussing out the opposition. Oh, tremendous pick-up by Ward. A great slide by Sangster into the... Oh, unfortunate. Just popped up. So Walker over the ball again. Edie finds space at the top of the D, but Ward is there to block it off. Oh. Walker steals the ball, goes in, Dow blocks it, and the danger is cleared. Another change of personnel with Sangster going off and Osborne and Bunce, Jessica Ross and Amanda Maxwell coming on. Bunce is on the run as only she can. And that's the first goal. Bunce runs through and passes it to Watson a yard out, and it's 1-0 to Wanderers.
The goal scorer there for Dundee Wanderers, number 27, Charlotte Watson.
So the breakthrough coming from a 15-year-old, which is pretty good going. Just over 10 minutes gone, so we're halfway through the first half. And Jessica Ross almost gets the ball on the board. Walker dictating Western's play from the back. Free hit to Western outside Wanderers D. Ball will probably come back to Helen Walker to restart the attack. Yep. Almost stolen back by Bunce, but Wanderers under pressure at the moment. Western on the attack. First sustained attack that they really had. That ball was drilled into a Wanderers stick, so it's a Wanderers ball now, and taken quickly. But too quickly to be picked up, so down to the other side. And it's Nicola Lowry over the ball for Western. Thompson has come on for Western, a former Scottish player, but not really playing for the first team these days, but has come back to make an appearance because of her experience. Western probing, and Anna May Morton on the ball, but Dow again slides onto the floor and takes the ball. Well played, Jessica Ross, to gain the foul. Ross to Ward. Ward up the middle of the court to Maxwell, who turns quickly and puts the ball over to Bunce, just at the top of the D, but good stop by Nikki Cochran, showing why she's a GB under-21 keeper. Bunce on the ball, picks it up, loose again, runs through. Tremendous touch from Cochran there. Ball back down the court at Wanderers' end. "12 minutes left of the half. Can we see another goal coming quickly?" Beg your pardon. We're working the other way. I should have known that. It's 8.5 minutes left. Working down from 20. Ward on the ball, protecting it, feeding it to Ross, who drives up the right-hand board. And it's a corner. Ball went into the D, but no touch from a Wanderers stick, lifted by a Western player, so it's a penalty corner. So again, Ward will inject the ball with Ward again taking the ball from the right. Okay, over to Bunce, to Ross, but no real power in the shot, so easily blocked by Cochran. Amanda Maxwell on the ball now, but Western trying to break out. Thompson on the ball. Goes beyond Ross, but Ward picks it up in the middle of the park and goes off on a run. No support though at the moment. And the ball is collected, but goes over the back line in front of umpire Alex Walker, who correctly calls a hit out for Wanderers. Alex Walker, the umpire, will be going to the European Championship 2 in Lithuania in 2 weeks' time. Tremendously strong ball up the left-hand board by Sangster, but Elder just fails to trap it. But well stopped. Jessica Ross breaks from a Western breakaway, but pace is certainly hotting up now. And it's a free hit to Western just outside the D. Ball can't be played directly in, so it goes left. Thompson driving up the right board, attempting to find a Western stick, and a good save from Dow. Ball then lifted off target, which is not allowed, has to be on target, so it's Wanderers possession once more. But 2 saves from Dow for Wanderers there. Quick to react. Ball back with Jessica Ross in the right defence position. Moves it left to Sangster, who generally plays right, but left at the moment to give Ward a break. Almost a good pick-up by Elder. Karen Thompson breaks free. And Dow again is like an extra outfield player because she's out at the top of her D to play the ball free. Change of line-up, back to the original 5 for Western. Oh. Western on a break but couldn't control the ball, and the slight lift gives possession back to Wanderers. And it's going right from Sangster to Ross, who drives up the board and finds... No, she's taking it herself. She didn't use the pass, she used the ball up. But it's down to the bottom end of the court, and Wanderers regroup in defence. Much the same as icing the puck in ice hockey. Unlucky, a long ball, speculative, but Elder almost gets a touch to it, just 2 yards out from goal. A little bobble on the ball there, quick free pass, and the defender cannot then touch it. You must be 3 yards away, the opposition side. Oh. And that was well lifted by the Western defender, just a wee bit panicky up there, so the free hit is outside Western's shooting zone. Where will this one go? Over to Ross, back to Sangster, but that was intended for a forward, but didn't quite make it. Oh, Wanderers get a break there because an attack was on from Western, but it came off Edie's foot and possession turned over. That was a good opportunity for Western. Game slightly more cagey than anticipated. Ross obstructed up the right board, takes the free hit herself. Over to Sangster. Looking for a ball up the board to Elder, but the angle's not quite right. With McGilvray breaking for Western, but Ross steals the ball back. Tremendous play from the youngster, and unfortunately drives it into Helen Walker, so the corner goes to possession, went to Western, but a quick change round. Sangster and Elder combining to bring the ball forward. Back it goes to the safe point where Jess Ross is playing. Wanderers not in their normal court positions, but just hoping to get back in time. Again, Dow comes to the rescue, down in the corner. No way past her at the moment. 90 seconds to go, and Wanderers withdraw Dow to put an extra player on court. So they are now playing 6 outfield and taking a risk here, because if the ball does break, if they lose possession as they just almost did, then there's no one to protect their goal, and the ball given away really. Buns back on court, but this is a cagey. last minute for both teams. Western will try to make the attack, and the ball goes through, but picked up brilliantly by Ross, or Fiona Bruce was on her own to score. However, at the other end, this game changes so quickly. The ball underneath Cochrane, and Elder can't get a shot in, so a penalty corner awarded. This will be their 4th corner of the half, but yet to score from one. So penalty corner routine needs a little bit of work, not quite functioning as well as it normally does. Clock is running down, and there's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. They're waiting. They will play the ball in once the hooter goes. So it's Ward. Straight into Bunce, who shoots low, but this time, yes, beats Cochrane at the second attempt. Midway on the right, well, the keeper's right-hand side of the goal. So 2-0 to Wanderers, an excellent time to score a goal.
The half-time score is Milne, Clydesdale, Western 2. Nil. Dundee Wanderers 2.
So half-time here at Bell Sports Centre in Perth. It's Dundee Wanderers 2, Milne Clydesdale Western 0. So the second half of the Women's National Indoor League Division 1 Grand Final is about to get underway here at Bell Sports Centre in Perth. Your coverage is brought to you by Quipu TV in association with Chartered Accountants Milne Craig, Prosperity Financial Services and Subway. The score, Dundee Wanderers 2, Milne Clydesdale Western 0. To talk us through the action in the second half, it's Maureen Golden.
Right, well, our play is underway, so it's 20 minutes for the main prize of Scottish title and also European representation in 2015. Wanderers, as I said, I think, are about to go to Lithuania in 2 years' time on the back of last year's title-winning run. So they're playing and hoping to make it 2 in a row. But Western are giving everything, making it awkward for them. It's young Charlotte Watson evading Helen Walker, and it's Walker's experience that forces the foul. So Western on the ball. McGilvray, who's been strong on the right back, but not that time. She's given the ball straight to Ward. Ward and Sangster at the back, which has been the usual formation. They'll hold play until a gap occurs that they feel they can feed the ball through safely. They're working up the right board now with Sangster, over to Bunce, and unfortunately the deflection just goes wide of the goal. So, no. Free hit to be retaken by McGilvray because it was in the wrong place. And ball pass now to Helen Walker. Sangster to Bunce. Oh, a minimal lift, but it's pulled up by umpire Alex Walker. Disappointingly for Bunce, who captained Scotland's 2 bronze medals 2 weeks ago in Lithuania. Her first tilt at the captaincy, which was highly successful. Wanderers pushing for the opening, and Ward beats Fiona Bruce to the ball, passes it back to Bunce, to Sangster. Play has definitely, pace is picking up. And Bunce off on a run, feints to go herself, but then passes it to Ward, who slings it across the circle. Western over the ball, trying to get out, not foul at the same time, but Ward wins the ball, passes it to Bunce again, back to Sangster on the point. And back to Ward. Bunce picks it up and, comes off the keeper, and it's a corner. So Wanderers on the attack from the start, looking for this third goal just to widen the gap a bit, give themselves a little bit more breathing space. If the corner routine clicks into gear, it should make a big difference for Wanderers, who've spun the chance 4 times already. This time Charlotte Watson pushing the ball out, Becky Ward on stop, and Vicky Bunce fires it, but it comes off a Western player, so it's another corner. Right, Watson out, into Bunce, and it's a penalty stroke as she's taken out of play by Walker in the art of shooting. Right, Sangster spots the ball, the responsibility has been given to her. Cochrane ready to save this. And she does. An excellent save, low down by Cochrane. That's a disappointing outcome for Wanderers, but an excellent spur for Western to go. Ball looks as if it was going off, but retrieved by Bruce, and McGilvray forces a corner off Heather Helder's stick. This will be Western's first corner. Can they show Wanderers how it's done? So McGilvray to inject the ball, Walker over the stick stop, but it goes directly to Edie, who then switches to Bruce, but play broken down by Heather Elder, so another corner. Excuse me. If they're to beat Dow, they will have to speed up this routine. The 6th minute of the second half. Western in with a chance to reduce the deficit. Again, straight shot, but comes to nothing from Bruce. Taken on the body by Dow and easily moved to the other end of the court. So none of the teams making full use of these set pieces at the moment. Right, Ward a quickly taken free hit to Elder up the court. Walker with her, trying to stop her getting around. Just 2 Western players round her, but still fighting for the ball. But the free hit goes to Western. We move the ball quickly again down the court, but far too quickly for the forward player, who was Anna May Morton. Ball being played round at the back before fired forward by Ward, but Western have claimed the ball. It goes back to Walker again, whose experience is really invaluable. Finds a great pass down the board to Morton, but Dow out quickly to smother it. Right, that's Ross on the ball. To Elder, who turns quickly, slides it forward to Rachel Osborne. Fires in her shot, but it comes off Cochrane's toes, and it's another hit out for Western, with Walker again in command. There, Ward sees, front marks the player and seizes her chance to get forward. But she steals the ball again, goes forward. Only Walker to beat and the goalkeeper, but Walker gets her tackle in. Makes a vital tackle there because Ward was free. Martin on the ball. Foul to Western, but Ward has it covered once again. A re-into the court the Skittle covers. Scotland's best defender by a country mile. Oh, but not such a good pass after it. So Walker feeds the ball right into her though and gives her the chance to retrieve the situation. I have to say this is not a typical Wanderers game. They seem to be just a little bit tentative instead of playing their own fluid, swashbuckling type of hockey. Right, Walker up the board, trying to create the corner chance, but Dow is equal to it again. Great feat. Okay. Karen Thompson on at the back again on the left-hand side, but just closed down a bit by Rachel Osborne, who steals the ball. Great steal. But runs into trouble instead of finding the pass to Bunce, who was waiting to spring the trap. Osborne's great steal again, but can't control the ball and it goes to Thompson, who sends the ball through to Nicola Lowry, and it's outside. A shot by Anna May Morton, but not in the shooting zone. It must be within the circle to count. So Ross to Ward, back to Ross, Ward, cagey stuff this. Yep. There's really nothing to choose between the teams at the moment, nullifying each other and not much open play hockey really. Missed passes. In the order of the day, I think both sets of players are very aware of the prize at stake and not quite able to relax. But so we're just over midway through the second half. 9 minutes to go for Wanderers either to retain their title or Western to put in a charge and take the honours. Now that was a long ball from Ward to Bunce, who, let's see if she can turn on the style. Well, she certainly turns, but the shot isn't her usual hard shot, so easily dealt with by Cochrane once again, who's having a good game and goal here. Ward forces the error from Thompson by charging in before she can get the ball fully controlled on her stick, and she sends it up the board to Bunce, but it's not quite the right angle for the striker. Ross robbed of the ball, but the pass then goes astray from Lowry. So Ward and Bunce off for a quick break and a drink because it's hard to keep going in this. Right. Sangster steals the ball, almost loses it, but forces repossession when Lowry falls over. Right, trying to find this elusive ball right up the pitch. Tremendous ball by Elder, but the whistle goes just a second, a fraction of a second before the ball goes into the goal. Right, decision reversed because it did come off Heather Elder as the shot was being played. So the umpires, Alex Walker and Maggie Conacher, conferred and the hit retaken. Right, Ross off with the ball because it was a Wanderers hit, but no lift on it, so it's still, that's 2 saves in a row from Cochrane, and the ball stuck between the sticks of Elder and Edie, so it is taken to the top of the circle for a bully, an old style bully. The ball is just played once off, well, the sticks are once and it's away from there. Right. And Western get the benefit of that. Not too many of the current players would know what a bully was because it's gone out of fashion in recent years. Right. Karen Thompson off on a run, but again Dow comes out and smothers the ball right in the corner. There's no one else quite like Dow can do this in the Scottish game. Practiced well over the years and plays, as I say, very much like a 6th court player. So, yeah. There's Ross trying to get up the right board but fouled, so the ball comes back to Sangster, who is looking for Elder up on the top end and gets there. Oh, lovely ball across from Elder. Amanda Maxwell just not quite in the right position, but ball given away now. So it's, oh, Ross has picked it up again. The youngsters really having a great game. Unfortunately, Maxwell couldn't convert, so oh, but this time it's Sangster who's stolen the ball, feeds it to Maxwell, but lifts the ball. As I say, just nerves, I think, getting the better of the inexperienced players, so just needing to calm down a little. Plays a bit messy all round, actually. Too many balls lifting, which is not a normal feature. Ross going off for Ward to come on at the back with Sangster. And Bunce up front yet again. But fired off the player, Susan McGilvery, play stop because of a hand injury, it looks like. Right, so just under 5 minutes, clock ticking, and Western really have to come out if they're going to do this. But they have contained Wanderers well. It's a case of now can they strike while the iron's hot. And that's a good play to McGilvery, from Thompson to McGilvery, but Edie can't catch it on the board. So steadying the game once again between Ward and Sangster. But no opening as yet, so the ball keeps being played to them. Sangster to Bunce, picks it up, back to Ward. Over to Sangster. Still looking for the opening. The killer ball that might seal this match. That's it, maybe going now. Yep. Sangster to Bunce, slides the ball up the board. But there's no shot on, the angle's too tight. And the clock's still running. Oh, a great steal by Rachel Osborne, fires it to Bunce, but lifts it very, very slightly, so no chance. Bunce about to pounce on the ball. Right. That was a wasted ball from Susan McGilvery, because Ward has it. Back to Sangster, back to Ward, back to Sangster. Right, it's like a metronome this, but they're probing all the time and don't want to give the ball away because time is on their side. Oh, and another great ball slid up the board from Sangster. So the only one really in Scotland that does that so well. So we should be cashing in. Oh, and the ball is passed back to Bunce. Will she go on a run? One of her electric runs that are just incredible, have been. No way through, so back to Sangster, well, nearly. But they've withdrawn the keeper, so anything's on. Well, Vicky Bunce on a great run, but stopped by Fiona Bruce. Didn't get the pass right, and no keeper in Wanderers' goal, so they have to. That should be better for Bunce. Oh no, she's just not quite clicking the way she normally does, but she's hobbling a little, so I'm wondering if she's carrying an injury. Just not her usual sharp self. Oh, another ideal opportunity pass. I think that probably sums up Western's day. Bruce took the ball, fired it to Edie, no keeper in goal, but the ball just went too far past her, not the right angle on it. 2 minutes to go, and it looks as if Wanderers might have done it, but 2 minutes, you can score 3 goals, so let's see. Now, there's Ross on a run again, but still can't find the pass. Walker tried to steal the ball quickly and take a quick free hit, but oh no! McGilvery misses an open goal. She beats the defence but fires it into the boards on the right-hand side, outside the goal. So I would guess that will do nothing for their confidence. Ross on the run again, but she really must pass that ball rather than try to force it. But she retrieves the situation with a great interception. That was a smart move up the board from Ward to Bunce, and McGilvery got in the way, lifted the ball, so again the ball in Wanderers' possession, and we have less than a minute to go. Clock running down for the last half minute, and although goals can be scored quickly, I doubt if they can get 2 in the time. However, Wanderers still taking the gamble of playing without a keeper. There's just always the chance, always the chance. Walker sending the ball in, and a deflection, a good deflection from Bruce, but it goes wide of the goal. 15 to go. Into the last 5 seconds, and Wanderers will retain their title. Perhaps not their best display, in fact definitely not their best display, but the final hooter goes, and it's 2-0 to Dundee Wanderers, who pick up their 4th title in 5 years and will represent Scotland in Europe once again. Thank you, Dave. It was not as exciting as I'd hoped, but you know, all to play for when it's a close game.
It was. Let's show Dundee Wanderers, the defending champions, have retained their championship, winning 2-0. The Dundee players to receive their medals.
That was Rachel Osborne, who's officially the team captain. Becky Ward, Vicky Bunce, young Jessica Ross, who really starred there.
Would you say she was your standout player for that match?
She's a 17-year-old, final year student. Heather Elder, Amanda Maxwell, who's relatively new to the team, 15-year-old Charlotte Watson, the star of the future, I think. Kerry Nichol, who didn't get on, but will have learned a lot from today because she's also going to Europe. Carmen Dow, best keeper in the league, and Sam Sangster. So that completes the lineup.
Vicky Bunce from Dundee Wanderers, congratulations on your victory. How does it feel?
Feels really good after having a really successful season. We're just glad to come here and have won the game, really.
I mean, you're undefeated. Is it 2 seasons now in the Indoor League?
Yeah, 2 seasons undefeated. So we've been playing some very good hockey and quite happy with how we progressed. Disappointed with our performance today, but ultimately we've put in a really, really good season, so happy with that. It
was described in commentary as not being a typical Wanderers match. What do you think you put that down to?
It definitely wasn't a typical Wanderers performance. We've got a lot of youngsters in the squad, so I guess there's a bit of nerves out there, but ultimately we've got some tired people out there. We've been training really hard for going away to Europe. We've got 3 players going away to South Africa, and it's been a very heavy week training-wise for that. So, you know, heavy legs out there, pretty tired, and, you know, there's a lot of nerves that are going around on a day like this when we know that over the course of a season we've outperformed everyone. We've scored in excess of 40 goals ahead of everyone, 7 points ahead of everyone. To come here and feel like you have to do that again, you know, there is a bit of a burden there, but we rose above it. We didn't put in our best performance, but we did the job at the end of the day.
You were never under any threat in reality throughout that match. It seemed so. From that point of view, it was quite comfortable. Though you did make it a bit difficult for yourselves by taking your keeper off with 2 minutes to go.
Well, I don't know that makes it difficult. That's one of the tactics that some teams work on. You may take your keeper off, but then you have an extra man in attack, and that's what we were trying to do. Again, we need to practice things for going away to Europe, so we might have to do that, and today's a good time to practice it in a pressure situation.
Well, Vicky, thanks very much for your time, and good luck in Europe.
Thanks very much.
Full-time score in the women's final. It's Milne Craig, Clydesdale Western 0, Dundee Wanderers 2. So Dundee are the champions of Scotland in the Indoor League yet again, successfully defending the title they won last year. That's 2 years in a row they have now gone undefeated. And they now go off to Lithuania to play in the Europeans in 2 weeks' time. Today's coverage, brought to you by Quipu TV, has been brought to you in association with Chartered Accountants Milne Craig, Prosperity Financial Services and Subway.